Why policies always come first? So, have you ever jumped right into a technical fix only to find out later that it did not follow company rules? If so, you are not alone. Many security workers make this error of thinking that security starts with technical things like firewalls, encryption, or multi-factor authentication. But here is the truth. The truth is strong security always begin with governance, not technology. The policies, frameworks, and leadership choices that form an organization's security stance. They set the basis for everything else. However, if your job experience has been more hands on or technical, you may not have seen this part directly. That is why knowing governance, risk management, and compliance or GRC is the key. So, not only for passing the CISSP exam, but for thinking like a security leader. If you do not get the policies right, even the best security step will fail. That is why in this lesson we will focus on how policies always come first in the security choice making things. You will see how CSSP exam question test your skill to see the governance lead security and not the opposite. I will also guide you through a real world example of why even the strongest technical controls do not work without the right policies in place. And by the end of this lesson, you will have a mindset change as a CSSP, which is your job to match security with business policies, not just fix technical problems. And that right here is the main challenges with CSSP exam. Many security workers focus on technical fix first. But what happens when security steps are not supported by policies? Let us say a company uses the top level multi-factor authentication for all remote access workers. That sounds very secure, right? But what if there is no policy needing regular access checks or to remove workers who is no longer need the remote access? While you might think, oh, well, it's a common sense, they would just be removed. Well, common sense is not so common when it comes to the IT or security. Over time, some past workers and contractors could still have active accounts, making a very serious security holes. See, the problem is not technology, the problem is the lack of governance, making sure that access control policies are followed and kept up. This is why CISSP exam often test if you understand the security, start with governance or not. Policies guide what must be done and security controls only exist to support those policies. Security choice making follow a order, knowing this order will help you pick the right answer on the CSSP exam. Governance start with laws, rules, and industry needs. These are outside demand that an organization must follow. They give the legal and rule framework that guides the security governance. So GDPR, PCI DSS, HIPAA are the perfect example of this. Then we make policies. Policies are made in answer to legal rule and business needs and state and organization's high level security goals. In other words, this state what must be done. So, for example, a company handling health data make a policy needing encryption because HIPAA requires it. Then from the policies we make standard. These are the required controls that support policies with specific clear needs. For example, a company putting in place its HIPAA encryption policy set a standard that AES 256 must be used for all protected health information or PHI. Then we can also make procedures. These state how to use standard and policies in a set, repeatable way. For example, we can make a step by step procedure for AES 256 encryption in Amazon S3 storage. And there are also guidelines. These are the best practice when there is no standard. This gives us suggested security ways, but they are not required. For example, a company might suggest that users avoid SMS based MFA but does not require you to do it. You can still technically use it, but it is not fully required by the organization. Otherwise, we would enforce it with a policy, right? So, is that clear? So, why does this matter? When answering CISSP question, always start at the top of the order. If there is a law, rule, or industry need in the question, then there must be a policy linked to it somewhere. Technical fix comes later. You need to always remember that policies are the set of leadership level. Security is guided from the top down, not the other way. One of the biggest errors security workers make is thinking that they can overrule policies with technical fixes, and that is mainly because you do this in regular job. Policies are set by leaders and approved by the highest level of organization personnel. They cannot be ignored just because a technical control seem to work quicker or better. For example, let us say you get a question like this. Your organization's policy require that all cloud service must go through a seller risks check before buying. However, the IT team finds a new cloud service and use it at once without a check, even though the services is technically secure. This action breaks the policy, right? So, what is the main governance failure in this case? A. Lack of security controls in the cloud service. B. Failure to follow set buying steps. C. Not enough security awareness, training for the IT staff. Or D. Weak technical security checks in the organization. So, security governance makes sure that security policy steps and the rules needs are to be followed. So, in this case, using a cloud service without a seller risk check breaks the set buying steps, showing a failure in governance, even if the service is secure. Keeping risk check brings rule and risk management problem, and security awareness training is important, but it does not directly handle the governance failure. CISSP exam question often test if you see the policies are required. If a question shows a conflict between policy and technical fix, policy always win. Remember this. So B would be the best answer to this question like this. Let us look another question. A company wants to stop worker from putting in unallowed software and use application allow listing as a technical control. We all know what is the application allow setting or allow list. However, there is no official policy stating that only allowed software may be put in. So what is the most likely result of this case? Is it A? Workers will follow the new limit without problem. B. The technical control will force the following even without the policy. C. IT will automatically approve all asked software to please workers. Or D. The control will be turned off due to complaints and exception asked. Now, for a question like this, remember that security policies set rules that support and force the technical control. Without a supporting policy, workers and manager may push against the limit, leading to pressure on IT to turn off or get around the control. Policies give the base for the governance and enforcement, making sure that security steps are not easily stopped due to user complaints. Even strong technical control needs clear policies to support their uses and keep long-term effect. So when you look at the possible answer, D is going to be the best answer. You have no policy needing the control, so it will be turned off. This is why governance comes first. Policy set rules and security enforce them. To pass the CISSP exam and to be strong as a security leader, you must change your mindset from forcing and using security to matching security with business policies. So remember that security starts with governance, not technology. Policies state what must be done. Security controls support those policies. Policies are set by the leaders and cannot be ignored. CISSP exam test if you understand that governance guides security choices and not the other way. Now, in the next lesson, we will focus on some more question so we can make a solid everything you learn in this part of this course. So, go to the next lesson and I will see you there. Till then, see you. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this.